What's wrong with me? Pretty loaded question, I'd say. I don't know if you're like me, but I've said that many times over the years. And so in this video today, this is for women who think that, feel that, say that to themselves. We're going to unpack that a bit, and we're going to share about why we do that and understand it a little, and then reframe it, and we'll do a little heart awakening. And yeah, I thought I would just shed some light into that feeling. That's something that I've carried. So where does it come from? Where in that voice does what's wrong with me come from? I think it stems from that underlying sense of not feeling good enough. I think that's the underlying root to a lot of our pain and suffering, for sure. I know it was for me. But it comes from, in the present, a sense of overwhelm, exhaustion, comparing ourselves to others, where it looks like everybody else has things together and we're just not. It can be from feelings of something's wrong, sad, lonely, frustrated, angry, and we interpret those and label them as there's something wrong. And there isn't anything wrong. It's normal. It's just it's uncomfortable for us when we feel like that. I know when I was in the throes of kind of the deep beginning stages of Lyme disease, and I felt very alone, and my body was failing me, and I was uncomfortable and in pain and sick, and kind of felt, as I have mentioned in some of my other videos, pretty hopeless. And I would say, what's wrong with me? And what's wrong with me was, why can't I figure out how to heal myself? Why can't I figure out how to find the right doctor? Why can't I make decisions clearly? And so it was always in the back of this sense of there's something wrong. And what I learned over time was it was more about my body sharing with me more about how it was feeling. But in those moments, it really was just push on through, even though I didn't feel well. But then, of course, I felt like I wasn't doing it well, so then I'd go back to, what's wrong with me? Why can't I manage this? Why can't I get through this? Why can't I figure this out? And you slowly but surely, when you're with that type of self-talk, you end up becoming disconnected to yourself and your heart. And that's what my video last week was about, was just the signs of what it's like to start really recognize how disconnected you are. And we get in a momentum of we're in survival mode and we're just moving forward, and we don't have time to think about anything else other than getting through. And everyone else feels like, it looks like they're in thriving mode and all is well and great, which we always know is truly, it's not always the case. We end up just sort of being like the strong one, the caregiver, the giver, the peacemaker, the people pleaser. And inside we're feeling not right, not okay. And that's where what's wrong with me comes from. And it's to the point where you don't even know how to ask yourself, what do I need? We have a tendency to ignore our own needs. We never ask ourselves, what do I need? What we're always asking is what does everyone else need from me? And we slowly lose our sense of inner knowing and second guessing. And then we literally feel that we're broken, that there's something wrong, and we don't know how to fix it. I want to remind you that pain is not brokenness. It's not brokenness. Being tired and exhausted is not a failure. Feeling sensitive and emotional is not a weakness. It's being human. It's being you. It's being real. It's being authentic. Those are all beautiful qualities that we all carry within us. We just don't recognize them. And so I'm here to remind you today, it's time to recognize them. Our emotions are just information, guideposts along the way, telling ourselves where we are. We have to learn to drop in here. So I'm going to do a little heart awakening with you here, with a small mantra to breathe in. I am not broken. There is nothing wrong with me. I just need some tender care. I am not broken. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm just in need of some gentle care. You can do that 1 minute, 1 moment a day. Something in me needs some care. So when you find yourself saying, there's something wrong with me, switch that. Change that up. Reframe it into, I'm not broken. Something in me needs some care. Give yourself that moment, that time. I sit here in nature, and nature always reminds me of the peace and the calm that rests in us. And all those many years, I swear from my 30s until my 50s, I didn't understand peace and calm. I was in survival mode. And being in nature, walking in the woods, and connecting to the energy of the forest has helped me embrace my inner wisdom slowly but surely. And the sense of feeling wrong or being wrong has slowly just dissolved. And if I catch myself saying it, which I still do, except I usually say, what an idiot, why are you an idiot? Lovely, lovely. I stop and say, slow down for a second. That's also at the heart of Hopeheartslove, the Heart Awakening coaching and art sanctuary that I've created for women, for you, the ones that feel disconnected, the ones that feel lost or misunderstood, not heard or seen. I got you. This is what this is for. I wanted to share my experiences, my stories, as we all have, and bring a little more peace and a sense of hope for people that don't feel that that's within them, because I promise you it's within you. It just takes a little bit of peeling back some of the layers, all the protective layers that we've carried for so long, and just open up and get down into your heart and feel from there. So if this video touches your heart in any way, I would love for you to subscribe. It's a new channel, I'm just starting, but I wanted to share, bring a sense of peace and hope to you. You're in my heart. And I hope for you to reconnect with your peace and your self-love and your inner truth. And with hope and with love. I look forward to seeing you next week.